What's up, everybody? This is Brandon. That is Josh. That is Tyler back again, and this is Rodney, and we are Box Office Banter.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for lending your ears to us. I normally don't talk like this. We are here to talk about Get Out and Us in anticipation for Jordan Peele's new flick, Nope.
Go
check out
watch
our
it.
review.
Yeah. I don't know what'll come out first. If that comes out first, check that out. If not, you know it's coming. Yeah, guys, so we'll naturally jump in to Get Out, I assume first, since it was the first one that was released.
Yep.
And what did we think about it, guys?
It is great.
This is like my fifth, sixth watch of it.
Really?
And
My
this,
second.
This is one movie. Every time I watch it, my score does the opposite of what it did before. So I watch it, it's here. The second time I watched it, it dropped. Then I watched it again, it rose, then dropped, then rose. So I don't know. I'm not going to let you all know if it rose or dropped this time. Every time I've watched it, it went up or down.
Damn.
I was worried about this movie when it first came out because Key and Peele.
Yeah, like really?
And I love the shit he did with Key and Peele, but for him to like jump behind the camera and not just direct, but like write an original screenplay.
He did pretty good for his first
He
job.
did fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
He did his
There's
thing.
some people
There's
already
Daniel Kaluuya again.
Putting them on that level.
And,
I said, he was talking about did a good job, and I was like, there's some people already put him on that level.
oh yeah, that tweet or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, dude, Daniel Kaluuya, which I guess this opened everybody's eyes to him.
That was the first time I can remember
that's
seeing him.
Same here. So, and he fucking phenomenal performance again, which he only seems to know how to do.
Yeah, I can't really think of a bad performance. I didn't really like him in Black Panther, but other than that,
I don't think we were meant to.
yeah.
He's not in the second one, so.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah, that's the only time I can think of, like, where I watched him in a movie and I was just like, yeah, I could do without this. I mean, not terrible, whatever. Any other time I'm, like, glued to his performance.
This is an intense movie and a mind fuck. And I hate, what's his name?
Which one?
The cop. Or not the cop.
The
but
TSA agent? His friend?
Yeah.
You hate him?
He's in Free Guy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Lil Rel
TSA
Howard.
agent.
Yes, I hate
hate
him.
him?
I do not like him, but
This is where I first saw him,
Get
too,
Out
and
was
I
not bad.
think he killed
He was
it.
a bright spot in this
His
movie.
comedic relief is like perfect in this
Vacation
I feel like he's a
Friends.
knockoff version of Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Vacation Friends, though, too.
That's a big
Vacation, I
difference.
forgot
the
about
two
that.
I'm in the same boat with you, but then
You
again,
are,
like,
aren't
no, like I feel like I am because when I think about him, I'm not a big fan of him. But like when I think of him in Free Guy, Vacation Friends, and this, like he works. But like the little other things I've seen him where he like fits in, it's like, oh god, this guy's just trying too hard. But those three films, including this one, it just works. Maybe it's the
I
director.
remember seeing this in theaters when it came out.
Everybody was dying.
Not
laughing.
expecting it to be funny at all. And like every
Oh, it
time he
has
was
its
on
moments.
screen, like the whole theater was laughing.
Yeah, it's just wild having a friend like that too. That just like, it's like a dead ass serious moment. And he's doing everything being dead ass serious, but just to have that
Comes out
comic
funny.
relief, just like we gonna get you out, motherfucker. Like that whole fucking type of attitude, just oddly worked amongst the film.
So kind of building off what Rodney said about it being intense. Very early on, this movie just like builds the suspense. Like,
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
that
can.
opening scene.
You sense that something's wrong or something's off, but you have no idea, like, what it is.
Dude,
Like, none of the characters are necessarily doing anything
Get
to
out.
make them seem like they're a bad person, but you just know something's not right with, like, the family, but you just can't put your finger on it.
Especially
early
when
on.
they had the whole family over. They're like, Tiger Woods is my favorite golfer.
It's like okay.
Whites out, blacks in. They say shit like that. And,
Yeah,
and
you-
then he's like, all right, what the fuck's going on here?
You're trying a little too
I
hard there,
didn't
bub.
trust her the second I fucking seen her.
Really?
Dude,
Something
she
about
did
her
a good
face.
job at making me
See,
a
I-
believer.
I did.
Until whenever he found that box in her closet thing in that little
Yeah,
room.
that didn't change the game.
I can't say that I knew what she was up to because I didn't,
But there's
but I just
something
had
off.
that feeling where I was like, I don't like her.
I
There's
love-
something about her
but
I just
she-
don't.
She kept defending him.
Yeah, and that's
Like, she
why
was
I didn't
on
like
his
her because
side.
of how she's bringing
She was
him there
perfect.
knowing how they're going to be toward him, and yet she's going to sit there and try to defend him the way she is. Like, it just seemed, it didn't make too much sense to me.
He
that-
figured out pretty early that something was off. And one of my favorite scenes is
He
at
was
the
on
end
it.
when he tells her to look for the keys, and she's taking forever to look for the keys, and he increasingly gets scared and more pissed off. He's like, he like yells at her like, "Give me the fucking keys! Find the fucking keys now!" That's one of my favorite scenes in this.
Oh yeah, fucking the hypnotism scenes. Those
Dude,
are fucking
the
lit.
couch, or not the couch,
Just
but the
sinks
chair.
into
when he
it,
sinks
into an
sunken
endless
place.
black
Dude,
abyss.
I remember the first time I saw that because it was in a trailer, but a trailer's a trailer, and then you're in the movie and watching it. I felt like almost myself like
You were
sinking.
sinking.
God forbid if you're
Where
a
I
high as
was.
shit, just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm falling too.
I feel you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
just into absolute nothing. All over a fucking little cup too, dude.
Of course, the Lakeith Stanfield running scene, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
every
Get
time.
the fuck out of here,
Just
dude. That
runs
shit gets
right.
me every single time. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. Like, I want to punch the screen, dude. I feel like he's gonna run right at it.
That got me so bad the first time. I was because dude is fucking not just running; he's hauling.
Yeah,
ass,
Usain
dude.
Bolting toward him.
Yeah,
dude.
and he just.
At
I remember
night,
being like,
in
is,
the-
Yeah.
is he gonna attack him? Like running through the trees, and out of nowhere, he's just like, yeah, just goes the other direction.
He R2s it.
That motherfucker's like what the like he almost was just like I don't even know what to do, so I'm just
He
gonna
was, like,
stand
frozen.
here. I'm gonna stand here.
I
And,
feel like
deer
I
in
would be
headlights.
Too, though. If someone's running full speed at me, I'm just like, what is about to
Dude,
happen?
I'd
yeah,
get
'cause
in
you don't
like
want to run,
fighting
and you're
stance.
freaking out. Do do I
Exactly.
deck him? Do I step to the side?
Yeah, you get in fighting stance and hope for the best.
Clothesline.
That'd be a
But
mean
then you're
ass
looking
clothes.
stupid with your arm out, and he's running this way now. You know.
Hey, it's
The
worth a
perf-
shot.
The
Rather than-
performances,
that
though,
point.
man, they were good, but like the fucking maid,
So she is, to me, by far the scariest. part
she's
of this
creepy
movie.
as fuck.
She's so fucking creepy.
I can
Like
agree
the
with
when
that.
she freezes with a smile, like a tear's coming out of her eye, dude. Fuck that noise.
Every time she talks, when she's explaining to him why she like unplugged his phone,
Yeah,
that she's just
it's almost like
creepy.
sad as fuck too.
What's
It's
the
like, it's
worst
okay.
death y'all think happens in this movie?
Dude, the fucking dad with
The
the
deer.
horns, the deer horns, that really gets me.
Antlers.
That one always sticks out to me because I just imagine, like, dude, first off, getting killed by a deer, that already sucks. You're like, really? But a deer that's already dead kills you?
Like deer is such a huge
Frustrating.
symbolism in this movie.
Because he hits a deer at the beginning. And
Like just it's all. So do you understand that scene?
The killing of a
cop?
sacred deer.
Yeah, when they hit the deer.
That's a movie.
So that's playing off of because he goes and like to find the deer. That's playing off of his mom dying because his mom was in a hit and run and he did nothing about it. So that's why he went out to go find the deer to see if there was anything he could do about it.
That
But
makes
then
sense.
also when they get there, the dad starts like talking shit about deer or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, he does.
And
Like, I say
then
good riddance.
to the dad, the deer is almost like a trophy, which is then representing the black people because they use them as body trophies essentially. And then when he wakes up, the trophy is on the wall, and that's what comes back around to kill the dad.
Oh, yeah.
Like the connections are just
It's
That's
a pretty well connected little
Yeah.
circle.
which Jordan Peele likes to use fucking animals. Deers, bunny, chimpanzee.
Yeah, and I dig it every
All
time.
three.
It always works so fucking well, dude.
My favorite death is the guy on the operating table getting the new eyes. They cut open his skull, or they scalp him and he throws it in the bucket and the skull is just exposed. And then the dad dies. Like, he's going to wake up from anesthesia and not
He's
have the
exposed.
top of his head.
He's not going to be good at dodgeball anymore. I'll tell you that.
Put it back. I don't even
That-
think about that
God,
shit.
the pain he would probably feel.
Exactly.
When he wakes up.
That's fucking horrible.
It was very smart for him to put them cotton things in his ear so he couldn't hear the...
So a problem I have with that, why would you take them out of your ear?
That's what I was thinking, the same
Leave
thing.
them in your all she has to do
Always.
is tap a fucking tea glass and you're fucking
Yeah.
sinking. Stuff more in your. You don't
Yeah.
need to
It's
hear
so-
fucking
sure.
anything.
It seems like such an easy thing to come up with, but at the same time, not at all. Because, like, you would not be thinking, like, there's fuzz right here. Like,
That was a.
It's oddly works
It's
really
very
well.
smart of him. Though.
I'd forget why I had him in my ear.
Yeah, that's why you'd survive. Not because you're
Be
being
like,
smart.
"What? What is it?"
I'd be a
I
genius.
He's
can't
like-
hear. You leave him in for 3 years.
He goes to take a shower 8 days later.
Why are y'all dead for?
Yeah, what's happening? I had to take my cotton balls out.
But so
Sorry.
there were subtle clues that what's his name, Chris, picks up on throughout the movie, letting him know that something's wrong. So like with who's the first black guy he sees that's been swapped?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Was that his name?
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's
that's
the
the actor's
actor.
name.
Yeah, I think it was Lakeith, right? Dude with the hat.
Yes.
Is what
the one that ran.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm trying to
No,
explain
no,
it
no,
to
no.
him.
The other guy with the older lady.
Mm.
Oh, was this the one in the house in the when they first got there?
Yeah, essentially, it came down to he went to like give him a handshake or a fist bump, and he
grabbed
shook his
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
And he was like,
"What the fuck?
"What?
Is this,
What?
bro?"
That's a white man's handshake, not a black guy." And then later on, when he's talking to the maid, the grandma, essentially, he uses the word snitch, and she's like, "What? What is snitch? What's snitch?" And she translates it to, "Oh, tattletale," and that's the widest form of the word snitch. And he's like, "What's going? Why are all these black people acting white?" And like just
Like-
little clues,
like not even like white, like white.
white. And
Like,
then
as
the
white
whole
as can
camera
be.
flash,
Yeah, that
and the
was
dude's
great.
like, "Get out."
That was
That
dope.
shit freaked me out.
That was
That
dope.
was he was trying to help him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get out, run.
right now.
The
get
ending
to
was
run
great
later.
too. After he killed everybody and he takes off, and the girl thinks that the big, I don't know, the big bodyguard or whatever, the gardener.
The grandpa.
Yeah, like he like shoots the girl in the chest. I was like, that's dope. And then he takes his life.
I would probably kill myself too.
What's the point at that point?
And then the cops pull up, and you're like, oh no, of course the black guy, white girl murdered, but it's his friend from the TSA. I was like, thank God.
So scrolling back a little bit, when Chris is like fighting with the mom, and she stabs him in the fucking hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah.
And he
that's
just looks at her like,
that's kind of like
So
the nail
painful.
scene in A Quiet Place. Like when it happens, you're just like,
I feel like that happens
you
a lot in
feel it.
movies.
it's
yeah.
rare to me because like for me to like feel that kind of pain, like in A Quiet Place when she steps on that nail, like I had to like scratch my foot. I feel like
I gotta like.
See,
I'm tense
I
about
just
it.
think of Marv from Home Alone, bro. Every time
he gets everything, dude. The door handle, the hot.
Yeah, his foot went straight through that fucking nail. I got your back, Marv.
But yeah, dude, this movie has a lot of like, I think out of all his movies, this is the most like twist turn success success that he has.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when it comes to like his twists, like Jordan Peele usually puts like what seems to be 3 to 4 twists in each movie. He's like a better M. Night Shyamalan.
Undoubtedly.
Huh?
Not even close.
Oh, you
But
think he's
the-
not as good?
No, I think
Way
he's
better?
insanely better than
Yeah,
M.
that's
Night
what I'm saying.
Shyamalan.
The amount of symbolism though in this movie.
It's everywhere.
So one thing I picked up on,
This is probably his
surprisingly,
baby.
the first time I watched it was when Rose is how she eats cereal.
Oh yeah,
Segregation.
yeah.
She kept the colored away from the white.
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah.
milk and the Fruit Loops. And I was
Mhm.
like,
I almost brought that up.
meaning,
a
was
little
that
earlier.
supposed to mean what? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
I do that
Jordan
with
would
Lucky
be a little
Charms.
too political for me, honestly, at first.
He
But
doesn't though. He blends it into the
he-
movie.
Yeah,
well.
that's the thing. He's very political in his movies, but the way he blends it in,
It doesn't get in the way of the narrative. When
Okay,
you're
yeah, there
fucking
you go.
like, that's what the problem with Candyman was. He was
Oh
a
my
part of
God,
that, but
dude.
like it was this and Candyman was way down here. In Jordan Peele's 3 directed movies, the story's most important, and then it's got the sprinkles underneath. You can't have that the other way around.
I would have voted
Fucks
for
everything
Obama for a third term if he ran again. If he
What,
could run
the-
again.
The Jordan Peele version of
Yeah.
Obama.
His
And then you
dad
get
trying
the,
to.
My
angry
fellow
Play
Americans.
that black card.
Yeah, his dad trying to be like, oh yeah, I like black people. I got a black friend. You know,
Don't
that
sleep on
saying.
Barry O.
We got anything else to add?
Well, I love the ending of this. I
Yeah,
do.
I do too.
I really enjoy it. I thought it
Solid
was-
shit.
Like at the end, it's one of those like you're like, Okay, cool.
The last
That
20
was awesome.
minutes is pretty epic.
Yeah.
Him
From-
escaping the house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
killing,
'cause you
escaping
don't
the
know
house.
if he's
and-
actually going to, and like
He
what's
finally
Jordan
gets out.
yeah, his that mom almost got him again.
Yeah, why did he stop to fucking get her?
I know.
Bastard.
I don't know something bad's happened.
Right?
Scores?
Oh yeah, I think we'll wait till the end to do that one.
We're not gonna do it for each movie.
Nah, I mean normally it is kind of a weird ranking, I guess. But we could rank. Well, fuck, I don't know because this will probably come out before Nope. I figured
like just say our
we'd
score.
rank the three.
I give it an 8.6.
PM.
Get Out.
Oh.
I really enjoyed this movie. A lot. It was my second watch, and yeah, dude, it's really fucking good.
It's pretty solid, yeah.
A lot of
Might
people
be
like
in,
this
if we
movie.
do a top 100, it might be in there. Yeah.
This is in my top 100.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Bottom 100.
So this watch was one where it went up in score.
Nice.
I'm at like a 9-1.
Nice.
I really like this movie.
Call 911 because that's ridiculous.
I think I was at like an 8.8 before this watch. I'm up to like a 9.
It's a
9.1.
great movie.
That's clutch. Yeah, this is a solid opening for Jordan Peele.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. I actually was a little let down, even though I still loved it the first time I saw it, because I was rooting for Jordan Peele so hard, being such a big fan of Key and Peele. And then I saw Rotten Tomatoes had like a 95. I was like, what is going on right now? And then I watched it and I was like, that was great, but like I thought he might have pulled off the best horror movie of all time. And that's how people were talking about it. There's people screaming for this movie to get
There's
an Oscar
so much hype for
when
this
it first
movie.
came out. But yet and still, my feelings are about the same on it. Like, I still do love this movie. It's an 8.5 out of 10.
It's a 98% on
yeah,
Rotten
that's how
Tomatoes.
fucking crazy it is.
86 audience.
Yeah, this movie's fantastic. Jordan Peele came out with a bang. He was not playing. He was not. He said, "Look, I'm gonna show y'all what I can do."
He
And
did it.
I thoroughly enjoy
Who
it,
would have thought?
and I give it an 8.9.
Quick little thing. So the dad from Get Out. Do you know what else he's in?
Let me see his face. There he is.
I know.
It shocked me.
I know. I know.
You know?
One thing.
Oh,
he's
brother,
in.
yeah, Billy Madison.
Yes, he's the bad guy in Billy Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
That's not who I was
actually.
And
thinking.
I was like,
That's not the
No,
movie
I
was
remember.
like, what?
I remember that, like, when it first
thinking
came
Cabin
out,
in the
I got
Woods.
told that. But I haven't heard it since then.
What was
Moving
your
on
score,
up.
Brandon?
8.5.
All right, Rodney.
Rodney, what'd you give
Bring
it?
us home.
8.9, bros.
Yeah.
I love this
All
movie.
right,
Come
on
on
to
in,
us.
Blues.
I've
On to
got
us.
Nothing written down.
Us.
This was my first
You out?
watch
Don't call it a
of
comeback.
Us.
I've been here for years.
I had not seen this movie until Monday.
Starting from the opening when that girl walks away and walks into that little is it a mirror? Like a
Oh.
fun
Yeah,
house?
yeah, it's a fun house.
Fun
and
house.
mirrors.
Yeah, that's a creepy scene, especially the dad. I don't know if I like him in this movie or dislike him.
It's a mixed bag.
See, I like that. Were they at the fair or whatever?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
about
I
that
liked
guy,
him.
the guy from Candyman.
I
Mm.
liked him.
I know, but he was like, he should have watched his daughter while he, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she just wanders off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just wanders off, then comes
feel
back,
like
and then she's
Back
like
then,
completely
parents
different.
just
feel
didn't
like-
give a fuck.
I feel
That
like
is
she's
true.
also old enough to know don't wander off.
That
She's
is
not
true.
like a 3-year-old.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
She was old enough to know I should have my parent before I run off at a fair.
You think so?
But then, you know, the dancing and all that, and then years pass, and they go back to Santa Cruz. And the dad in this one, like, I like how he always tried to stay positive, but then again, he was kind of a bitch in this movie.
Yeah,
From what's his name from Black
Winston
Panther?
Duke.
Yeah.
but he definitely cracked me up a little bit here and there too, though.
So the acting in this movie flawless again. again.
Dude,
Dude.
Lupita Nyong'o.
They all had to play
She's
two
amazing
roles.
in this
Give her an
movie.
They all had to play two different roles, and they all knocked. Even the kids, they knocked it out of the park.
Dude, and honestly, what's crazy to me is it's not even like the regular family. It's the counterparts that I loved more.
Mhm.
Like the acting was better as the counterparts to me than it was
I think it's
regular.
both good. But
Well,
yeah.
no, they were absolutely
The little
both
kid.
phenomenal. But if you had to choose between which was better for me, it was the counterparts, and it was the fucking mom.
Dude,
Like,
Nyong'o
Dude,
fucking
she
murders
blew
it.
this out of the water.
She's like,
killed
Dude,
it.
the first time the
Like
first
that
time that
voice.
voice hits, I'm just like, get the fuck away from me,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing she
Pissing
can
you
do.
off.
She's
she
handcuffed.
does this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite scene in the
Kills it.
movie is when all four of them are at the end of the driveway and the
So
dad
creepy.
looks
Oh, it's
tough and
great.
he yells at him to go away. His private property.
One scurries away.
And then he
in
goes
the
back
house.
in and he gets the bat and he goes out. They scatter, but his counterpart just starts making a beeline right to him. Like, fuck
Oh
that
my
bat.
God.
Dude, I will
How
say,
terrifying would
And
that
the way
be?
they're trying to come in, dude. Oh my god.
And that house was full of windows.
Yeah.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
well, that, not as bad as old Buddy's
The other
house. So.
Josh's house.
I tell
What's
you
his
what,
name?
Jordan Peele, what he did in this movie when it comes to tension
Yes, he's
is
masterful at that.
unfucking believable.
He's one of the best
He's
ever.
so
attention.
Yes, attention scenes. That's one thing I'll give. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give that's nope too. But yeah, the tension in this, like, dude, like that driveway scene you're talking about.
So good.
Dude, because Jamie hadn't seen it before.
Oh,
And
yeah?
So we were watching it together, and she was like, and her leg gets going when she
Yeah.
gets like, tripped out over
A little
movies.
antsy
The
about
whole
it.
movie, her leg, dude. I'm sitting there like, oh god.
That scene, it was like the equivalent of Get Out with the dude running. To me.
better. That scene's better.
Yeah.
I know, but those were like kind of the
Yeah,
same.
no, I see what
but
you're
It's
saying.
just
yeah.
a, like,
it's like a
shadow of
signature
them.
thing.
Like
yeah.
you can't really
see
see
them
them.
red
It's just a
jumpsuits?
figure and- yeah.
They're just chilling like
it's
it's
so
nothing.
good.
And the boy with the fucking fucking up face.
Oh, he
and he's
burned
trying to show
himself,
him
yeah,
the
yeah.
way he's like scattering around.
Dude, he
shit.
was really
It's
good at
fucking
that.
intense.
They were the kids were smart too.
Oh my
I
god.
also love the scene where they go to the white people's house and
Just
all
pulling
of
shit
them
off
were-
Tyler today.
all
Got
of
a long
them.
ass head. You feel that?
Yeah, it's from the front of my head.
Is it connected?
Yeah, it
He's like, I
hurt.
got more hair up here, dude.
It's really long.
Remember when they went to the white people's house and then they killed the
Whoa.
two daughters
Sure,
upstairs
Yeah.
and then they played that music. I was like, dude, this is
That's my
Dude,
favorite kill in the
great.
movie was the
The two
daughters killing the daughters.
Dude, that was
Only killed
dope.
one of them.
And I love the fucking like call 911. All this
Oh,
shit
yeah.
was boss does. It's like fuck the
call the
police.
cop, call the police.
Yeah,
Music
fuck
playing,
the
fuck the
police.
police.
That was
Yeah,
fucking
NWA.
perfect.
The
She's
music
gonna
was
throat
awesome.
fucking
Which
slit.
I hated that family.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did
I
too.
didn't like him at
I
all.
love what's her name, Moss, Elizabeth Moss.
yeah.
I love her, and I
wife?
actually
Who's-
liked her
who's
in
that?
this.
The wife.
The
The-
wife?
the
I just
wife-
think they're supposed to be that cringy fucking white
They
couple
are.
that
That's
hangs out.
exactly
So
what
it
they're
works
supposed to be.
because that's what they're supposed to be.
But
But yeah, I don't like them either.
when they got to the house, like them on the beach was actually to me was comical. Them two on the beach, but when it came to the house, I was like, dude, I can't stand these characters for much longer.
At the beach is when I was like, God, these characters,
And right then he was like,
man, they ain't too
I
great.
got him,
Unhappy
kill
marriage.
him, which was great.
But,
I love the little ticks too. What's really great about this movie, with the twist and everything, and Lupita Nyong'o, when you watch her in this movie and you go back and watch it, there's so many like random like signs. You could be like, how did I fucking miss that? Like, just the way she like ticks or like focuses on something. You're like, damn, dude, that was all right there.
I hate
Ratings?
the twist
No,
in
I'm
this
just kidding.
movie.
At the end,
The end ruins this movie.
I like
think?
the twist a lot.
How it's not really her. It's
Like there was like 4 twists you had to keep up with, all in the end within 10 minutes.
Yeah, they switched.
And yeah, but then it's
Who
like
switched?
it made no
What?
logical sense. What do you mean?
the
Did you
mom.
miss the ending?
Yeah, but did she?
did miss it?
When did she switch? At the very beginning.
The very beginning.
It's
That's
like
what,
the last
that's
scene
what I
of the
thought.
movie,
That's
yeah.
why when
Yeah.
she
switched
looks
in the
over
beginning
at her
and took
son, and her
life.
son smiles at her. I was like, did he switch too?
No, he
But
didn't.
I was
switch,
like,
but
because
he
he's
knows.
because the burn victim.
Yeah. At the very beginning when she went in the fun house, she switched places
Yeah, I
with
get
him.
that. But I was,
That's it.
So I don't hate the Switch.
I
but
love
my
it.
biggest problem with it is it was so predictable to me.
It was yeah, predictable.
right at the when she was in that tunnel, saw the girl, and it went black. I looked at my girlfriend and said she switched places with her. Immediately, I said, like, that is my biggest problem with this movie, is it was so predictable, at least for me.
Yeah.
The whole movie, I was like, that's not her, that's the other girl.
Yeah, that's how I was when I watched it.
at one
Never
point, I was like,
bothered
this
me.
could actually happen, and then I was like, then they'd have to find an identical twin of you and swap you out. It's not.
it's
not
not
gonna
gonna happen. No, not at all. So what did y'all think about the song? Fucking, I got 5 on it.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
such a dope rendition,
It
bro.
fit beautifully.
God
did.
forbid, like, dude, I don't even know how far ahead we're jumping. The fucking ending with her, though, battling the other version of her to that song
Oh.
was masterful.
See, my first watch of this, I hated that.
I'm shocked at that. This
Wow.
But I
watch is
love it
insanely.
now.
When
Like,
she's
when I
in the
watched it other
classroom
day-
and she just like backs up when the song
Yes,
starts,
and bitch can't get a hand on her, dude.
yeah,
Like, no.
and that fucking shot where it just shows everything, just nice, clean and clear. That wide shot where she's just slowly fucking her up to the song, like coming in and gashing her and shit.
Crazy.
So fucking dope.
I will say, out of the twist, though, the one thing I did like out of the twist, which I didn't catch the first time, I don't know how, but this time I caught it, was her voice was the way it was because bitch choked her
Yeah.
that way. Like, she, like, broke a vocal cord or something,
Yeah,
you know, to
that
where
was-
she couldn't talk normal.
It makes
And I
sense.
like that.
In the beginning,
That was at the end.
huh?
Yeah, that was at the end when they showed that.
What are you talking about?
When they
I'm
showed the flashback
misinterpreting.
of her, like, choking her, and then you hear her crack.
Are you talking about? All right,
It
are you-
happened at the beginning, but showed
Yeah.
it at the end.
Yes.
yeah, that's
yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, my fault.
And
See, I
the-
didn't piece that together either.
Yeah, so it's that she choked her and you heard that snap. Yeah, and that's why she talks the way she does.
And then the
And-
snap again at the end.
Yeah,
dude.
she
Like,
got her
when
again.
you
All
see
that.
her and she snaps and she's like, you're just like, oh shit.
And
You
see,
can
then
definitely
to find
see it
out
then.
that she was the one that was the clone the whole time. I'm like, dude, that's so stupid.
I
Why
like
would
it.
you make her? It,
I like
it
it.
aggravates the shit out.
Okay, another
Don't
thing.
bother me
Explain
at all.
what's the whole hands across of America thing?
Yeah, with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
what-
clones holding their hands.
Yeah,
There was no closure to that.
exactly.
I've-
That's what.
What
I'm,
was the point?
They
of it?
showed the commercial at the beginning. Then all the clones are doing that for what reason? What was the point?
I probably have to look it
behind
up. I feel like I knew what it meant at one point, like when it first came out, but I haven't looked into that in a while.
Because
Actually, I am
I
curious.
didn't
I
like
want to
that.
look up like the ending of Us Explained. I guess like all over YouTube and shit.
I love the song they play at the end of that though.
What was
That
that?
goes with it. I don't know. It's like some type of acoustic song. There's also some good fucking references to old horror movies in this shit. Like
Well,
what's it
yeah, go ahead,
called?
sorry.
No, you can go. I can't think of it.
The
right now.
number 11 pops up throughout this movie constantly. Don't know if you all caught that. The dude who's holding the sign, Jeremiah 11:11.
Yep.
I do remember. That.
She looks at the clock and it's 11:11.
Okay, yeah.
There were a couple other times, but 11 is the number that is.
Stranger Things reference, I think.
It is reference to coincidence, which there's a whole scene where she says something about when she's talking to her husband. She's
Oh,
like, all these
yeah.
coincidences keep happening, and they just keep happening more and more. And then
I
she
haven't done the deep
explains the
dive on
whole
this one in a
Yeah.
while.
thing about what happened in the tunnel or whatever.
When she wants to get out, would you have got out with her?
What do you mean?
When she wants to leave, like why did they
oh,
stay?
you mean leave the house?
Yeah,
I would have been like,
I like the boat scene too. The dude with his
The two guys.
counterpart
oh,
on the
I
boat.
hated that. That was such a terrible, for me personally.
Yeah, just,
well,
well,
no,
to
just-
change it.
Just because of the death was not satisfying to me. Like I know it seems cool. Like with
I
him.
thought it was cool. He's just dragging someone
that
from
was
a
cool.
boat.
I like him being like coming up on him and then the boat with it going. I forgot his leg was tied to it.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
so
that's
he
what I'm
goes to
talking
grab
about.
him and it jerks him away, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think he like hit
Yeah,
the
getting
propeller,
pulled by a
didn't
boat with no life jacket on.
Yeah.
Like that's a crazy way to die.
But yeah, I didn't like the. I thought I would have liked it better if he had died drowning like that.
Yeah.
than
That's what I'm saying. Not
getting hit
the
with the
other
engine.
part that you dislike so much that you call me out on.
he? Yeah, I mean, dude, I thought it was a solid scene. You could make a case the dad was a little too goofy with his version. He was like, "Grr," like
One of
making
y'all said something
noises.
about him being a pussy, and that's exactly what
Me.
this was. Yeah, that's exactly
Like,
this whole movie. Like he
And-
had that one good scene at the beginning.
Yeah.
When he took the bat. He's like, "Nah, I asked y'all nice." You know, I was like, "Okay."
but at one point, the girl was going to get out of the car, the wife, and the husband
Oh,
leaned over to
shit.
kiss them, and she looked at him like fucking pussy, and got out and did some damage.
Then you got the daughter
Going
too.
back to the 11:11. Do you remember the homeless guy or whatever holding the
Yeah.
sign that said Jeremiah 11:11?
Yeah.
This is what that is from the Bible. I'm going to read it. Okay?
Oh,
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
We all start levitating.
yeah.
Just shut up.
I don't know. There's so much symbolism. You need to look it up because Jordan Peele does that in all his movies, and I know we missed a shit ton of it in Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just so waiting to see like the
Man,
results
I
of
did.
Nope,
I know. We talked about Nope. Watch that video. But us ending. Yay, nay.
I absolutely do not think it
like the
delivers for
ending.
me.
I kind of like the ending. Yeah.
It would have been better if I didn't predict it, but even still with that, I'm fine with the ending.
It delivers for me. Undoubtedly.
Scores.
Love the ending of this movie.
I think the score for it's pretty good as well.
Comparing us to Get Out, I gave Get Out a 8.6. This is a little below that. I'll go 8.2 on this one. And I was thinking before y'all go, like, which world would y'all want to be stuck in, the Us world or the Get Out world if you were African American or in that situation? Which world would you?
But we're not. No, I'm just playing.
This can't be a question.
I'm not.
It's a tough one. I'd probably go with Us. I'd rather be in that world.
I would
Yeah, I'd
choose
probably go-
us
I would-
because I could be white and be caught in the us world.
I want to fight
like those
myself
one
and
guys
see
do.
who wins.
And I was
you
like,
don't
I
wanna
don't
be
think
black.
I don't think Get Out would
Sounds
would be a great situation because you just hear the fucking teapot.
Yeah,
Keep
that
cotton
shit
in your
sucks,
ear.
dude. Huh?
Okay,
The
Keep
facts.
cotton in
one
your
of
ear.
y'all rate us now.
Score for us. Who wants to go?
I guess I'll go on and go. This movie has a weird history with me. I've always hated it. This time I like it a little better. I still hate the ending. I still hate what he did with this movie, honestly. But there are some like redeemable things about it, like the tension in this. Undoubtedly, like whether you hate it, if you give this movie a goose egg, the tension is unbelievable in this movie.
Oh, now
For
you
sure.
should
The
after
acting
attention.
is unfucking real.
For sure.
And a couple of the kills are really good, but I feel like Jordan Peele kind of lost himself toward the end of this movie. Like he had too much to kind of close in.
Like he
at the
rushed
end.
it.
I wouldn't say I
Or
didn't
just-
feel rushed.
There was too much
It
to
was
close.
Yeah,
He tried to
yeah,
do too much.
yeah, something like that.
100%.
But yeah, I mean, this was always like a 3 to me. So I'm gonna give it. You know what? I'm gonna put it right there at like a 5. I'll just put it right in the middle.
Jesus.
I wasn't,
went up.
I wasn't
It
expecting
did.
that.
Congrats.
Went up
Double.
2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie has always been top fucking notch for me. This took what Get Out did and did it even better for me. The acting and the actors I like all around more. Although Kalu is he is just as good, if not better, than everybody in this movie. The musical cues in this movie work for me even more. The more the style of what it is, I guess, works for me even more. The twist works for me. I enjoy it a lot. Even if it's predictable, I like to see the way it plays out. I'm a sucker for those type of twists. And the cinematography and everything worked even more for me here. Like, it was just amazing. And I love just I love dual characters and watching people play dual characters. So that was very fun to watch play out. Other than the dad didn't really do it for me. Everybody else in the family, they're dual characters, so fucking dope. I love this movie. This is a 9.1 out of 10 to me. This is phenomenal to me.
So this was my first watch of it, and just from talking to other people, I was kind of on the spectrum of you either love it or you either hate it. There really wasn't a middle ground.
Kind of true.
And I was on the I love this train. Then the twist happened, which I didn't hate, other than it was predictable. So that did bring my score down a little bit, but I still really enjoyed this movie. I'm at a 7.9.
Almost got that hated.
Change me to 8.0.
Changed my mind. I didn't know if that was a joke or.
So what's the rankings for all of us for these movies?
Obviously, for me, Get Out, Us, Nope. But still go watch them all.
For me, it's Get Out, Nope, Us.
Okay.
I'm with Tyler. Get Out's my favorite. Us, then Nope.
Yeah, well, here comes a different one. Us, Get Out, Nope.
Hell yeah.
Love all three.
Awesome. Thanks for joining. Peace. We love you.